It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at Highmark Stadium in upstate New York. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Dallas Cowboys and the Buffalo Bills. They met in back-to-back Super Bowls in the 90s, and they're together again. The Cowboys and Bills are underway. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. He's at the 40. 20. 10. 5. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Cowboys. And that right there is how you silence the home crowd.
All week long in preparation, visiting teams talk about it. Okay, we've got to start fast. We've got to take the crowd out of it, as you just talked about there. We've got to control the ball early. And in this case, forget fast start. This is a blazing start. What they've talked about all week is the offensive unit doing that. Not necessarily the guys returning the opening kickoff, but believe me, they'll take this.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Allen going to look to throw on the first play. He's got a man complete past the 20. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs, 72 yards. And the Bills are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
But if you're wondering how fast he was going, next-gen stats clocked him at close to 21 miles an hour. Well, not content with the first quarter lead, I guess. They're going to go onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Yeah, you got to wait until that ball goes 10 yards. They did not. They hit it before, and that draws the flag every time.
And there's no doubt in my mind that converting an onside kick has never been tougher in the NFL with the new rules. So trying to get it to 10 yards, timing up perfectly, that's tough enough to begin with. But when you go ahead and grab it before it goes, you got no shot then.
Taron Johnson made the stop. On 2nd and 7, Prescott. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. They'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Now Prescott. And that is incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. And how about this, a fake? And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out, and the Bills are going to get the football back. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted, thrown back across his body. Picked up by Malik Hooker. And the Cowboys are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually actually turns into a heave, and that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result. From just shy of midfield, Prescott. Open man is Noah Brown. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll dive forward here to make sure he gets something out of that one, but not much. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Left side to Lamb. Touchdown, Cowboys. CeeDee Lamb, 30 yards. And the Cowboys are once again back in front. Marr now to add the extra point. And it's up and good to make this now a 14-8 ball game. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. McKenzie now from his end zone. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And he's going to get this all the way down to the Cowboys' 20. 45 yards rushing for him now in his first 2 carries in the ball game. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Singletary again. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. And now they'll throw with Allen. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Bills. Isaiah McKenzie, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Bills are an extra point away from taking the lead. A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated it on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw, and the defense, they had no answer for that right there.
And now Sean McDermott's made the call. They'll go for 2. And that is caught for the 2 points. So 2 successful 2-point tries now for them.
And you know what it does? It gives you a boost, a huge one for your team, because hey, you're dominating them now. They can't stop you either scoring touchdowns or 2-point conversions. But how about the defense? You don't know what to do at this stage. You can't stop them in any direction.
So an onside kick fail in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game, and maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They've got to steal it and try and gain an advantage, and they tried. They just didn't get it done.
And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33. Working with a 2nd and 3. Off the play fake, Prescott. He'll buy some time right. And a big gain that time. He's out of bounds on what will be the final play of this first quarter. We are in for a good one as we're through 1 on EA Sports. And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Prescott now. Touchdown, Cowboys! 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys have yet again retaken the lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead is up to 5. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. McKenzie now from his end zone. Oh, a good return up past the 30. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a first down.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
Allen's throw taken in by Diggs. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 34. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The tank, DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Allen. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And the Cowboys are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at about the 32. He'll hand it off to Elliott to begin the drive. And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Gonna take a shot for Gallup. This is intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Here we go. So after the INT, it's Allen. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
And that's not a play that you see all that often at the start of a drive, but some teams, they don't mind doing it. And that one, well sold by the offensive lineman. They showed the pass, and then they got out into space, able to get some good blocks downfield and allow the play to be successful.
And this is caught. Touchdown. Isaiah McKenzie. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far, as his guys have now moved out in front. Only the 2 catches for him thus far, CD, but both of them have resulted in touchdowns.
And I think he's on the bench right now, Brandon, smiling at his position coach and telling him, all those times you talked to us about efficiency, I'm living it right now.
And now Sean McDermott's made the call. They'll go for 2. And he's got it. The try for 2 is successful, and it pushes the lead up to a field goal. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts, passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational. You have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And you figure, Charles, they have enough time here in the first half, more than a minute, to put a drive together, at least get them in position to try a field goal.
Yeah, they've got all 3 timeouts at their disposal, so I'm actually thinking bigger. With those 3 timeouts, that amount of time on the clock, I'm thinking about trying to get a touchdown and settle for a field goal.
Open man downfield is Lamb. It's complete. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Prescott on first down. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And he's going to have a first down here. They're also in a field goal range now at the 27-yard line. Prescott off play action. That's caught again by Schultz. And they are able to stop it, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Bills are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. The defense looked geared up to stop the run. Ready for the pass, too.
Yeah, they were hoping they could catch everyone crashing and playing the run, but that was a very ill-advised throw right there. The opportunity, lost.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they may just be content to take this 3-point lead and head into the locker room. Allen going to fire quickly and get it to Diggs out wide. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. I know it's tough to make tackles in the open field, but that one hurts because he got a little bit extra after the missed tackle.
Receivers are coached so well, they have to break at least 1 tackle after the catch. He did that on that play.
So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? McKenzie now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled into 20. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. The 30, 10, 5, and all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Dawson Knox, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Bills come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call. But he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, Those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. So they like to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes can prove risky there. It worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
From just inside the 20, a short kick.
The Cowboys make over first and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable, usually an excellent target, and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
That's caught at the 25. Touchdown, Cowboys. CeeDee Lamb with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys have cut it back within a score. They're going to try and run. And he'll get in for the 2 points. So that'll cut the deficit down to just a field goal. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. McKenzie now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer. He's got a man complete. The 40. The 20. Touchdown, Bills. Dawson Knox. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. 1 play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off.
Let's go. Hello. Hello.
They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
And now Sean McDermott's made the call. They'll go for 2. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. But Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they looked up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, they always talk about playing great team defense, and that was an excellent example right there. Everyone on assignment, no one in the wrong spot, everyone filling their game.
And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown. CeeDee Lamb, 66 yards. And the Cowboys are back within a score. It's been quite the game for him individually. A trio of touchdown catches now.
So pick a route, any route. Whatever you want him to run, he's going to do it and do it well and end up in the end zone. This has really been fun to watch.
Extra point by Moore, up and good. And the lead is down to a field goal.
39, Cowboys 36.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. McKenzie now from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Charles, this offense, they've been on a roll. 2 drives ago, they scored. Remember, last drive was that one-play touchdown strike, so now they're looking to make it 3 for 3.
You know, I talked to a Hall of Famer one time about, hey, when you're on defense and these types of things are happening to you, what goes through your mind? And he told me at that point, it's not about schemes. It's not about what's called from the sideline. It's about players. Who's going to make a play, make a stand, and stop this offense from doing what they've been doing?
Works right side into the hands of the tight end, Knox. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. Allen going to throw. Going right back to Knox, and again a completion.
Complete to Dawson Knox. It's the pickup of
Allen to throw once more. Steps away to his left. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on second down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for a first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Touchdown, Bills. Dawson Knox, 56 yards. And the Bills get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that. Truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headline. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, put the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Hilton's first catch, good for a first down. This is Lamb on the end around. And some room to maneuver. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the third quarter. So both offenses come to life here in this third quarter as this is shaping up for a good finish. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 35-yard line. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Looking to throw. Prescott. Swinging this out for Pollard. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
So from the 17, here's 2nd and 7. Here's Prescott. And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. From 17 yards out. And the Cowboys have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he will get into the end zone as a 2-point conversion is successful. And the lead is down to a field goal here in the 4th. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. McKenzie now from his end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the 4th quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, What do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at early's opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Alert, alert, alert!
Throwing now is Allen. Flushed out right. And this is going to be incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Go, go.
Left side caught by Diggs. And he is going to have the Bills first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. 27 yards, a big play there on 4th.
All through this one, they've had nothing but success throwing the football and in the passing game. Here we are in the 4th quarter. The time you'd think they'd be running the football, they're still tossing it around and having great success. And it appears a whole lot of fun as well.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Here's Allen. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
Here's Dak. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. On a bad time late for a poor throw, it's intercepted. Jair Elam makes a pick, and the Bills have just about sewn up this football game. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. There he goes left side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Well, mistake there by the offense, Charles. They tried to pick on a Pro Bowl corner in coverage there, and not the smartest decision. He reminded him that he was a Pro Bowl corner with not only the pick, but the pick 6.
And those guys who have that designation, sometimes they get a little bit bored in games because people try to avoid them. They absolutely love it when they get challenged, and it's a chance to remind everyone exactly why they were tabbed as one of the best in the league the prior season.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here, and sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. Here's Allen. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions, and that means the guy's going out for...
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker.